Hey everybody, this is Blind Gamer doing my 4th video commentary for a multiplayer battle on Empire Total War. This is a France versus Russia battle, late period, medium funds. This is the first time I've tried France. I know they've got good infantry, which I probably have failed to capitalise on. I've got 4 units line infantry, 2 units of Royal Ecossais, 3 units of riflemen, 2 chevaliers, which is sort of lancer cavalry, 1 unit of cuirassiers, and 1 general bodyguard. I have no artillery, although my opponent has 2 lots of howitzers. My opponent started to camp on the forest here. Basically, I've missed out the first couple of minutes of the battle, but it was only really marching, and my opponent firing on me with his howitzers. But what's happened here is my opponent has left a general out there as bait, or he just didn't realise that generals can't ride. But he's got other units of cavalry in there as well. So I'm going to bring over all my units of cavalry. Normally I'd have my general bodyguard and cuirassiers in reserve to countercharge, but the death of a general would be such a morale loss that it's just, you have to take the chance really. So I'm sending in all my cavalry over there, leaving my left flank a bit exposed for an attack from the forest. But I have my Royal Ecossais on the flanks, my elite infantry, so they should be okay. Here I've sent all my troops on the general bodyguard. He had a couple of units of Cossacks in there as well. But I'm going to bypass them and go straight for the general, which, as you can see, pays off, as the enemy general is now dead. I think he just didn't commit enough troops that, as I say, I don't know whether he was using his general as bait to try and take out my cavalry, or he didn't realise generals can't hide, and he was hoping to flank me. But now that his general is dead, I'm going to withdraw my troops, bring my cuirassiers and general bodyguard back over to the left flank to defend against an attack from the forests. But I'll leave my chevaliers, lancer cavalry, over to the right flank for a flanking attack. Yeah, the lancer cavalry are basically, their general melee attack isn't that good, but the lancers mean they have an excellent charge bonus. That's why I have a unit of cuirassiers as well. They are heavy cavalry, good in melee situations. As you can see in the main infantry line, skirmishers are firing each other. I decided to move forward as my enemy was camping with howitzers, and I'd already lost maybe about 100 troops to explosive shells, including about 30 of my Royal Ecossais on the left flank. He sets up a couple of spikes, although I can easily bypass them with my chevalier. You can see he's charging in with a couple of light dragoons, which he was hiding in the forest. And once I find my general bodyguard, I'm going to be counter-charging with them. Up against my Royal Ecossais, the elite infantry, they won't last long. That's my skirmisher rifleman fleeing there. I think their French name is Treyo or something. Can't remember. I just call them rifleman. As you can see, up against heavy cavalry and a general bodyguard, their light dragoons won't last long. So he's decided to withdraw at least one of them. And now, seeing as though my right flank was clear, I'm bringing up my line infantry to try and encircle them, with my chevalier coming around the rear. He's already entered a couple of his line infantry into square formations, although they can't return fire now very well. Seeing that I'm not charging straight away, he's decided to put them back into normal formation. But then again, nowadays in normal formation, they're susceptible to a charge. I quite like doing this, having my cavalry just sitting on the rear. So they're susceptible to a cavalry charge and they're taking fire. So whichever formation they take, they're kind of dead anyway. I don't need to charge in because it's 2 line infantry versus 1 here. So I'm going to save my cavalry for another charge. Here my cuirassiers are going into one of his howitzer units in the forest, so I'll take off far. And now he's trying to charge in with his light dragoons and Cossacks. Although must be a bit of confusion with the orders. He's now charging into a line infantry instead of my depleted, or like I say on the left there. And my cuirassiers and general bodyguard, having finished with the howitzer unit, is going to be charging into their cavalry as well. And so will my chevalier, trying to take out the cavalry in the middle there to stop any more charges. Because from now on, the only thing that was really going to stop me from winning battle was a morale loss. So if I take out the shock troops, then I should be okay. As you can see, I've taken up about 180 degrees of their troops, apart from circling them. Though some of my troops aren't firing due to some random thing. I've got my troops in groups, so when I try and move them all at the same time, they move as a group in the current formation. That gets a bit annoying. I just need to select the troops individually. But here, the light dragoons to the bottom of the screen, which I can't tell whether they're dismounted or mounted. They are firing at my general bodyguard, which I left too close, which I hadn't noticed. And they're actually firing a couple of them down. General bodyguard may be very good in melee, but they die from lead just as well as they do as any infantry. See them dropping a bit there. So now they're down to just 6. Although that light dragoon unit is now out anyway. Now it's just a rifleman unit, a line infantry and a hand mortar, which is hidden in the forest to, near the top of the screen, as we said. I wouldn't do this in campaign, but I just decided to get the battle over with charging my troops. In a campaign this would just be silly, wasting troops. But I don't want the battle, so I just decided to go in. So now it's just the one hand mortar unit left unmounted. But they'll be going shortly, faced with this mini army of about 200 troops. And there we go, they're now out. So that's another victory for me. I deployed 706 men, killed 439 of my opponents, and lost 334. My opponent deployed 620 troops, killed 231 of mine, and lost 477. Good game to whoever my opponent was. See you next time.